Well, in news from our Washington, D.C. bureau, the 9 Supreme Court justices are hearing arguments in whether former President Donald Trump is ineligible for another term in office. And that's because of his conduct surrounding the 2020 election results. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp explains.
Other than a large press presence, the majority of people outside the Supreme Court are those in favor of keeping former President Donald Trump off the ballot for the 2024 election. The court heard arguments stemming from a Colorado State Supreme Court ruling. That ruling says the former president is ineligible to be on the ballot because of his attempts to subvert the 2020 election, referring to the 14th Amendment, a Civil War-era provision that prohibits people from holding office if they engage in insurrection.
Trump is trouble. We all know what he did.
Hopefully we can get a victory for Trump here.
In the hearing, the justices seemed skeptical about kicking Trump off the ballot. Trump, who was not in D.C. for the hearing, seemed confident after the arguments wrapped up.
In watching the Supreme Court today, I thought it's a very beautiful process. I hope that democracy in this country will continue.
Whichever way this case goes, it'll have huge implications in the 2024 presidential elections. The outcome could determine and provide clarity about Trump's eligibility for the primary and general election ballots. The court could also weigh in on the insurrection clause.
The Supreme Court can tell us that they're brave enough to make the right decision today.
Well, I think regardless of whether Trump wins this case or loses it, there's still a path forward to victory in November.
At the Supreme Court, Rachel Knapp, Erie News Now.
Well, the Supreme Court has expedited the case because of the upcoming election, but it's still unclear when the court will rule on this.